Hello and welcome back to the channel. So recently the Gran Turismo update was some fairly mediocre cars, so I didn't want to do that, and the AMG one has just gone and beaten its record. So I thought, you know what, we'll load up Forza, give it an update, and we'll try and use the AMG one and see if we can beat or match that record in Nurburgring Blast. Now this car is Formula 1 derived. It's got an F1 1.6 litre V6 in the back, 1086 horsepower. Now I've had a quick dabble in Forza, and annoyingly there's no way to map any of the DRS or fold down aerodynamics that the car has, which seems a shame because it is modelled, but you just don't seem to be able to use it. Let's go and find out how fast it can go. At the moment the fastest road production car that we have on our leaderboard is the Aston Martin Valkyrie that we took around in Gran Turismo, and it's horrendously fast. Beat the real world AMG time by 30 odd seconds. It's a 6-minute flat basically. So I don't think this is going to be quite as fast as that, but let's find out. Right, digital AMG 1 versus a digital Nürburgring, with me behind the wheel, who is not a factory Mercedes driver. Right, power! Up to third out the final corner, across the start finish line, hard on the brakes, down to second, get that nose in. Oh, lost the rear end a bit there. The curb is massive on the exit. Right, flat out down the hill, trying to open up the car, dab a brake, try and keep that nose in. A bit of understeer there, and flat out, and then as late as I dare on the brakes. We have to be careful with the curbs here, because this is like a race car and it's low slung and can't take the curbs, but we don't have race car slicks, we have road tyres, so it kind of gets the worst parts of both worlds there. Right, try and focus on the exit here. There we go, and let's punch it. Right, let's build up the pace, out towards the flung plats. Here we come, up to 5th gear, to the rise. We're going to lift as we come up over the top there. The front goes very light, almost comes off the ground. Would have if we kept it flat. Right, flat out over the top of the hill, and then back up to the gears, 5th gear. This is where if we had a curves button that was map and bought in Forza, we would be using it. We've got Stridgenkreuz coming up. It's just going to be a dabber brake, get that nose in, just try and carry a good minimum speed, and then hard on the brakes. Car moving about quite a lot under the brakes there. Right, come on, understeer. I think a lot of the understeer here is not conducive of the car. I think it's more of the Forza model. The front end is very understeering. Right, flat out through the compression, so we go up to 6th, and then on the brakes down 2 gears, and we go up over the rise there, and then slow it right down for the chicane. Just understeer, come on, front tyres, I need some grip from you. You can hear the wastegates chirping away behind us. Right, let's open her out. The car doesn't feel ballistic fast, it doesn't feel like you've stepped on a landmine, but does feel kind of like all powerful almost. We're a little bit wide there. It just keeps on pulling, so it feels a bit like a more light and agile Veyron. The way the Veyron or Chiron just keeps on pulling, it feels like that. Right, dab a brake as we go through here, because we just got to be aware of the curbs there. Right, into miss, down 1 gear. Again, this is where we're held back. You can see the understeer. Right, back on the power. Right, into the slowest corner on the track, hard on the brakes. Right, get that nose in. Come on, let's understeer. Come on. And then back on the power. A little bit of turbo lag there as the car just kind of waked up from lower revs. We are changed up at nearly 11,000 RPM after all. Right, down to the bottom here, the second entrance to the ring. We're going to try second just to try and propel us out here. Hit the curb there and it just slung us sideways. Right, flat out. Louder kink. It's not going to be flat. I'm going to take a confidence lift. Yeah, just a little one. And then as late as I dare on the brakes. Right, try and hunt for that late apex. I hit the curb there. Maybe a bit too hunting too hard. Right, flat out up the hill we'll go. Try and keep it off the grass tuner. Right, up and over the rises here. Car just doesn't have the front end grip that you would expect. Right, it's definitely going to be slower than the Valkyrie. Right, flat out up the hill, we'll take 6th gear. We're not going to be flat through Bravery corner. And we're going to dab a brake. Going to go down 2 gears. Just about kept it on the track. Oh, again, a bit of time lost there. Up over the rise there again, have to be, just wait for the front end. Hard on the brakes, down to 2nd gear. got a lot of lock on to just try and get this thing to turn in. Right, up over the rise towards the carousel. Down a couple of gears. We'll just try and keep up the minimum speed here. Come on, come on, come on, understeer. Don't. Yeah, I think this car, maybe in a different sim, would be a bit more impressive. At the moment, it just feels a bit numb, not special enough. Up over the rise we go. We can use a lot of that torque. Actually, going down to second here, and that just shows you how much we're bleeding off speed here. Vipperman, double brake, down to third. Just, yeah, look at the understeer. This, you can hear the tyres just scrabbling for a grip around here. I think almost feels like these tyres on here just are not offering it enough grip. Come on, turn in, turn in, turn in, turn in, turn in. Down to Brunchen we come. Tried second gear, right, power. Yeah, we're having to use second gear to just try and punch the car out because we're scrubbing off so much speed with understeer. Right, let's focus on a nice tight apex and then on the exit there. Right, there we go. Right, up over the rise. Try and keep away from the outside curb there. Down we go. Right, understeer again. We're going to come up over the rise. Tricky corner here. Car four wheels sliding through there. Going to be gentle over the top there. It did try and kill us. Stefan Bellafes. Yeah, just don't have the confidence to push it through there. Right. Worst track on the track. Worst track, worst corner. Down to third. We're going to take the second for this one. And then back on the power. Baby carousel coming up. Right. Back on the brakes again. Come on. Let's get that nose in. And then punch it. Right. Onto Dottinger in a moment. This is where we want to try and use all the power for that little tiny 1.6 V6 sitting behind us. Oh, I just wanted to slide a bit there. There we go. Right, power. Right, let's see that speed rise. Almost 11,000 RPM. Right, only up to what, 300 kph at this point. I think the Valkyrie was doing, I think by the end of here, 366. If memory serves me correctly, so it was hauling some serious speed. We're at 610, so not too far off the lap time. This does have a lap timer on the dash. Gonna have to actually take it easy through here. Hard on the brakes. Get that nose in. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Turn, 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 and then get that nose in again. Right, shoot for the exit. Come on, come on, power. And that's what's, whew, that's a 6:38 on there. So we know the Nürburgring lap time, you miss out that section in there. So we're not far off the original time, which I think was around a 6:35. That surprises me. That's what, this is nearly 38 seconds slower than the Valkyrie. And I don't think anybody's ever taken a Valkyrie full chat round the Nürburgring, and I don't know if they ever will. Yeah, it's an interesting car. Let's see where this now sits with the rest of the cars that we've done on this channel. So at 6:38, it's actually taking it 36th on our leaderboard, and actually slower than a Senna that we did in Forza, in a previous Forza. So that's quite interesting. I think there is some time in it, maybe 8 seconds if you perfected absolutely everything, and maybe see if you can do some separate tweaks to maybe dial out a bit of that understeer. But yeah, I feel like the Valkyrie was not only a faster car, but so much more enjoyable. The emotion there and the pantomime around you. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the lap. We're here trying to beat a Nürburgring lap time on our channel in our series called Nurburgring Blast, where we take cars, default setups, no aids, no traction control, no HUD, try and beat it. If you did, a like is appreciated. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. That's perfectly fine. Just put a comment down below how I can do it better. Until next time, goodbye.